You lost. You lost again. It's the truth. You know, it's starting to get a little bit embarrassing at this point, just simply because, you know, all of the comments I'm getting. You know, you were lucky, you got lucky. You know that win is not what you guys wanted. Oh, ooh, it's a lot of comments every time. How do you feel being wrong twice in a row? You know? How do you feel about that? Do you feel good? Like what? And you're gonna come here to the third video and do another comment? Being wrong again? Like when is it gonna stop? I'm just asking, but the game just ended. It was an embarrassing 112 to 102. The Houston JETPACKS ran out of gas in the fourth quarter and sputtered to the ground. You know, a crash landing, if you will. Not a good look. I'll be honest, not a good look. It was a Houston home bubble game. You know, all the virtual fans were there. We got to see in HD, you know, Russell Westbrook barking at the family section. You know, after a layup, he would bark at the sweepers. You know, the sweepers. He would bark at the virtual fans, the Michelob Ultra virtual fan screens. He would bark at them, and you know, for what? You know, all for what? What did that amount to? Nothing. And it was just tragic to watch. Now, with all that being said, y'all, Lakers, I'm gonna be honest with you, the last couple minutes changed my mood, but I was gonna come on this video very angry. I knew we were gonna win, okay? If you follow me on Twitter. By the way, if you haven't subscribed yet, let's just stop in the video right now. If you haven't subscribed yet and you're watching these Houston videos, backwards. You're hustling backwards, you gotta subscribe. Anyways, if you follow me on Twitter, you would have seen me live tweeting the game. It was a point where I just started smiling. It was before the fourth quarter run, but I just started smiling. I was like, for some reason I had a good feeling. All of a sudden, can't make this up, they go on a run. I tweeted it live. I was like, what is going on with this Laker Profit Connection? You know, it was really scary. It's starting to get a little bit scary, but you know, before that point, Lakers, we looked abysmal. I just want you to know that. Everyone else might be impressed by the bells and the whistles and the frills and the thistles, but I watched the whole game. I saw you know. I'll be the one to call you out. Everyone's talking about playoff Rondo right now. Let's give him a round of applause. He did an amazing job. Rondo did an amazing job. First of all, let's talk about how the whole third option for the Lakers need a third option, even though they've been winning with technically only 2. Your favorite teams is letting that happen. Everyone said they needed a third guy, and you know. But anyway, Rondo was the third guy today. You know, he stepped up. He scored about, let me go ahead and check the box score. Scored 21. You know, 9 assists. That's called playoff Rondo right there, okay? Kuzma finally stepped up a little bit and played 14. What I'm seeing with Kuzma is that he just needs more minutes. Like, when you throw him in there for like 7 minutes, the first 7 minutes he wasn't really that effective, but when he plays more minutes in a row, like together, he starts to get into the groove of things. You know, KCP was hitting some shots for us. Danny Green, once again, nothing. You know, the odd 3-ball, but not really affecting the game in a positive way. Very disturbing, very perturbing, even on defense, you know. Oh, the whole excuse is, yeah, we keep you for defense, but you're not even doing that for real. You know what I mean? The whole bench squad at the end was really the ones, you know, doing it for us. Very disheartening. The D in Danny Green stands for disheartening right now. And I hope you can turn it around. I'm a big fan. I have to say that because, you know, people's self-esteem get low during the times where they're in a slump. It's like, that's not on me, you know. You're in a slump. But anyway, you know, Markieff Morris was doing his thing. When he put him at the 5, the whole small ball lineup, as the Houston JETPACKS have undermined the rest of the league, we now have to adjust to their play style. Everyone has to put 5 guards basically on the court at all times. It is sickening. Yes, it is sickening. However, they're kind of undermining the league. So what we've had to do is go smaller. And Markieff has actually been the perfect 5. You know, he's been doing well. JaVale McGee, I hate to say it, he's been pushed out of the lineup simply because he's not producing. When you have people on you guarding you that are so much shorter than you, 6 foot, and you're 7-footer, you know, you need to be calling for the ball and attacking in the post. They're not double teaming you. They haven't been. Yeah, no, so you should be calling for it. There's no reason you should be off the floor with 0 rebounds. Stuff like that. So JaVale McGee has effectively been pushed out. Same with Dwight Howard, but you know, I thought maybe JaVale would get into it today and really, you know, but he hasn't shown us anything. So I think you just keep them outside of the rotation, or pop him in for a second if somebody needs a rest, but he doesn't need to be playing or starting the game out or anything like that. Point blank period. That's just me. Also, what I saw is, you know, we've had this problem. We have a very stagnant offense. I don't like that, okay? We need to cut more off the ball. Why are we all staring at LeBron with the ball at the top of the key and forcing him to do one of these? He does that little stiff step back three, and sometimes it goes in, sometimes it doesn't, but it's like the middle of the floor is wide open. Especially when it's just LeBron and it's not AD on the court, it's like the middle is wide open and we're just staring with our mouths open, catching flies in the bubble. I don't like it, you know what I mean? I loved how Kuzma came in. I tweeted this. I loved how Kuzma came in. He started cutting all around, off-ball cuts, doing this, doing that. And that's where a lot of his points came from, you know? Not even just in garbage time, but in general, like, he was just cutting. You know, we gotta be more fluid. We're very stagnant. You know, I know it's in Florida. There's a lot of swamps in Florida. That's a lot of stagnant water. But let's flow. Let's flow. We're from California. We have the oceans. Let's flow. You know what I mean? You're stagnant. Very annoying, and very hard for me to watch. Now, another thing, LeBron, applause to you because you were aggressive today. I love to see it. What I don't love to see is when every time you get fouled, you gotta complain and yell and cry and whine, just like my voice right now. You do that every single call, and then you don't run back. You make it a point to just jog back slow. Like, I don't know if you're trying to make a point to the ref or whatever, but like, can we stop that? You're the greatest of all time and you're whining and then like walking back because you didn't get your way. Like, no, we're not doing that. I don't like to see that. I'll be the one to say it. I know maybe the other Laker fans won't call it out. I'll be the one to say it. You know? What other grievances do I have? Because this game wasn't pretty to me. I'm not fooled and fazed and frazzled by the fourth quarter, because guess what? We could have been playing that defense the whole game. Why do we do that in like the first quarter and the fourth quarter and then we just stop? Like, why do we do that? So I'm not impressed, Lakers. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna hip and holler. All I'm gonna do is rub it in the Houston Jetpack fans' face because they've been trying to taunt me all week. You know what I mean? Saying that they are the chosen ones. You know, they are the next up. H-Town up, H is up. You know, your team was down. But it was a very sloppy game from us, and I didn't really appreciate that at all, just because I see our potential. Obviously, we've seen it. We know what we can do. We just saw it in the fourth quarter. We saw it. That's how you play them. They were doing this whole new defense, like, ooh, run them off the three. Okay, now they're getting layups. Wow. We'd rather live with layups than threes. Or, hear me out, we could do the defense that's been working, right? We're double teaming Harden. We're moving quickly off the ball. As soon as you see him pass to somebody's already running like a pinball machine. It's boom, 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 boom. Why can't we do that again? You know? So I don't like that. You know, I don't like that. So Lakers, you're not getting a real applause from me. All the other Laker fans are like all happy and, you know, celebrating. I'm not. I see right through it. You know, y'all try to put the effort in the last quarter, and I don't like that. Stop doing that. It's gonna come to the point where that's gonna bite us in the butt. We have to play with effort fully the entire way through. Okay, so until that happens, I'm just gonna end the video because there's nothing more I can say. To all the Houston Jetpack fans out there, just fill up with more gas next time, because jetpacks do have a limited amount of gas. You know, and when you start to bark, that's not gas. You know, when you start barking at the family section with the women with their babies, you know, sitting there with their babies and you're barking at them, exactly, that was my ball. It's not gonna help you. Karma will come back on that. You know what I mean? They're babies. They're babies. You know? They didn't do anything to you, they're babies. At least turn to the bench and taunt. You taunted to the babies, the infant section, the overflow. You know? And not a good look for you. But anyway, Rockets fans, comment down below what you guys thought. No, really, I invite you. I just want to hear your new excuse today. You guys wake up and you just have literally like this, just cue cards of excuses. Just, okay, I'll use this excuse today. Oh, we lost again? This excuse. Oh, this one. It's just, every excuse in the book, you know? And so I'm trying to figure out what chapter of the book you're on. At this point, you have different volumes of different books. You've expanded to aligned magazines. You know what I mean? You have notebooks, college ruled, wide ruled. You know, you have notepads, you have sticky notes, you have scrolls, you have the 10 Commandment tablets of excuses. So I just want to know which one you're going to use today. So let me know in the comments below which one you're gonna pull out today. We got lucky, I'm sure that's gonna be one. Just let me know. Laker fans, comment down below what you guys think as well. The Bucks, I'm sorry. I'll make another video about that, but the Bucks, I'm so sorry. Giannis in the Bucks. It's just so sad. That was a tragic. Anyway, I'll talk to y'all later. Like this video if you guys enjoyed it. Follow my social medias down below. Click here if you haven't seen this video yet, and click here to subscribe to join the Splash Squad. It's tough.